Welcome to Beacon of Ancient Insights, where we dive deep into the wisdom of the ages to help you navigate modern life with clarity and purpose. Today, we're shedding light on a topic that's crucial for anyone who wants to protect their energy and build healthier relationships. You might feel the need to help everyone who crosses your path, but there are certain individuals who only leave you drained and disappointed. In this video, we'll uncover 9 types of people who may not deserve your help and why steering clear of them can lead to a more peaceful, fulfilling life. This could be the key to preserving your time, energy, and well-being. So stay with us to learn about setting boundaries that empower you. If you're ready to explore more timeless insights, don't forget to subscribe. All right, now that we understand the importance of setting boundaries, let's dive into the 9 types of people who often misuse the help they receive and end up causing more harm than good. As we go through this list, think about whether any of these behaviors sound familiar in your life. Recognizing these traits isn't about judging others, it's about protecting your peace and knowing where your time and energy are best spent. Each of these types reveals a different aspect of how people can manipulate kindness. So let's explore them one by one. Stay tuned, because learning this might just transform the way you handle relationships moving forward. 1. The Perpetual Victim. Let's get started with the first type, the Perpetual Victim. You know the kind. They're constantly caught up in some crisis or catastrophe, always expecting you to drop everything to save them. No matter how much you do, it's never enough. These individuals are skilled at pulling on your heartstrings, making you feel guilty for not doing more. They thrive on the attention, endlessly prolonging their drama, and before you know it, you're drained, with little left for yourself. When you help a perpetual victim, it's like pouring water into a vessel with no bottom. They rarely take steps to better their own lives and, in fact, often sabotage themselves to keep the cycle of chaos going. The best approach: draw clear lines. Stop answering every call, resist responding to their texts, and don't let yourself become their emotional lifeline. It may feel harsh, but by stepping back, you give them a chance to find their own strength and take charge of their own life. 2. The Manipulator. Next, we have the Manipulator. These people are highly skilled at bending situations to their favor. They use guilt, passive aggression, and even gaslighting to make you feel like you're the one at fault. Manipulators will twist stories, play the victim card, and create scenarios that make you question your own judgment. They'll leave you feeling selfish or heartless for holding your own boundaries. But remember, it's all just a tactic. Stand firm, trust your instincts, and don't engage in their emotional games. Recognize that their happiness is not your responsibility. When you let go of the manipulators in your life, you reclaim the energy and peace you need to invest in meaningful relationships and endeavors. 3. The Eternal Student. Then there's the Eternal Student. They're addicted to learning but are paralyzed when it comes to action. They're always enrolled in a new course, seeking knowledge but never applying it. This type is endlessly fascinated by self-improvement but avoids the actual work it takes to change. Whenever things get challenging, they retreat to yet another class, seeking comfort in the illusion of progress rather than facing the reality of growth. They'll spend their resources, even their time and energy, on endless development programs, yet they lack the courage to act on what they learn. The trouble with the Eternal Student lies in their endless loop of knowledge seeking without action. Despite a collection of certificates and accolades, they lack the practical skills to truly impact the world around them. Often they hide behind their perpetual student status, using it as a shield to avoid taking responsibility for their growth. If you find yourself constantly pushing or encouraging someone like this, consider stepping back. Urge them to apply what they've learned, and gently hold them accountable if they're using education as an escape from real challenges. Sometimes the most compassionate approach is to stop enabling their cycle of comfort seeking and guide them toward action. 4. The Drama Queen. Next, we encounter the Drama Queen. This individual feeds on chaos and thrives on stirring conflict. Whether it's at work, within friendships, or in relationships, they create a continuous storm of upheaval. Drama queens are skilled manipulators, using exaggerated tales, emotional theatrics, and even falsehoods to command the attention of everyone around them. They craft crises, draw you into their battles, and make every situation about themselves, regardless of relevance. They'll guilt trip you for not taking their side or pull you into their vortex of emotional turmoil. But recognize this, their joy lies in the chaos they manufacture. The wisest course: keep a distance, refuse to get entangled in their schemes, and steer conversations away from their fabricated turmoil. Remember, you're not responsible for their chaos. Set boundaries, protect your energy, and don't hesitate to step away when they attempt to draw you in. 5. The user. Finally, there's the user. These individuals see relationships as mere transactions, only interested in what they can extract from you. Be it your time, your resources, or your emotional energy, they're eager to take without a thought to reciprocate. The moment you establish boundaries, they'll seek out a new source of supply. Users are often persuasive, utilizing flattery, guilt, or even deception to achieve their aims. They may make you feel irreplaceable, as though only you can meet their needs. But the truth is, they're simply using you to fulfill their own desires. If you find yourself always giving but never receiving, it's a red flag. Users will rarely show genuine concern for you, focusing solely on their own needs. The path to liberation lies in setting firm boundaries and reclaiming your time and energy for those who genuinely care. Remember, you're under no obligation to offer your time, resources, or emotional energy to anyone who drains you. Prioritizing your well-being means choosing relationships that are reciprocal and supportive. Don't hesitate to distance yourself from users, even if it's uncomfortable at first. Your peace and happiness are well worth it. 6. The Negative Nelly. Next, we have the Negative Nelly. Misery loves company, and this person is determined to pull you down into their world of gloom. No matter how upbeat or hopeful you are, they'll always find a way to douse your enthusiasm. Negative Nelly shoot down your ideas, critique your efforts, and paint everything in a shade of hopelessness. Often they're deeply unhappy with their own lives, and they instinctively drag others down with them. Their relentless complaints and pessimism can be exhausting, chipping away at your own optimism if you're not careful. The best response: limit your time with them. Set boundaries, disengage from their negativity, and choose to spend your energy with people who uplift you. While it might be tough to cut them out completely, even reducing the time you spend with them can make a big difference. Surround yourself with positivity and support. Your mental and emotional health will thank you for it. 7. The Sage on the Stage. Then, there's the Sage on the Stage. This is the self-appointed guru, the know-it-all who believes their way is the only right way and is all too happy to lecture you on how you should live. These individuals are often compensating for their own insecurities, cloaking themselves in a facade of authority. They'll belittle your views, dismiss your opinions, and speak with a superiority that's hard to ignore. But here's the thing: the Sage on the Stage isn't interested in a true exchange of ideas. They're simply imposing their worldview, more interested in instructing than connecting. To handle these individuals, set clear boundaries and avoid engaging in debates with them. Trying to challenge them or prove them wrong will only feed their ego. Instead, disengage politely, change the topic, or walk away if they persist in their monologue. There's power in knowing that you don't have to be an audience to someone else's need for validation. Remember, just because someone presents themselves as a fountain of wisdom doesn't mean you're obligated to drink from it. Your own experiences and beliefs are just as valuable. Seek out relationships where mutual respect, curiosity, and openness are shared values, not environments where others seek to impose their views on you. 8. The Energy Vampire. Next up, we have the Energy Vampire. These individuals seem to drain you dry, pulling at your time, attention, and emotional reserves without offering much in return. Often insecure and needy, they constantly seek reassurance, validation, and emotional support, frequently without considering the toll it takes on others. They may use guilt, play the victim, or subtly manipulate situations to keep you engaged in their world. On the surface, they can be charming, charismatic, or even vulnerable in a way that makes you feel compelled to help. However, their constant demands can leave you feeling drained, resentful, and sometimes even physically depleted. If you notice you're always tending to their crises or feel like you're on an endless cycle of emotional firefighting, it's a clear sign you're dealing with an energy vampire. The healthiest approach: set firm boundaries, say no when necessary, and prioritize your own well-being. Remember, you're not responsible for anyone else's emotional health, and you can't give what you don't have. Identifying and limiting your time with energy vampires is one of the most important steps you can take to protect your mental and emotional health. 9. The passive-aggressive pal. Then there's the passive-aggressive pal. They're the ones who may smile to your face, but will undermine you behind your back, using snide remarks, backhanded compliments, and subtle jabs. When confronted, they often play the victim or twist the situation, making you feel like the one at fault. Passive-aggressive people are skilled at manipulation, chipping away at your confidence and quietly stirring up tension. The problem with this type of behavior is that it's hard to pinpoint and even harder to address, often masked under a friendly veneer. To manage a passive-aggressive pal, keep your boundaries firm. Call out any behavior that undermines you and avoid getting pulled into their subtle games. These individuals are masters at concealing their true motives, often leaving you questioning yourself. They may try to paint you as overly sensitive or unreasonable to deflect from their actions. Don't let them twist the narrative. Stand firm, call out their behavior respectfully but directly, and don't engage in their subtle manipulation tactics. Remember, setting boundaries and demanding respect is not only your right, it's essential for your well-being. If the passive-aggressive behavior persists, consider creating some distance. Their consistent undermining and emotional games can weigh heavily on your mental and emotional health. Prioritize self-care by surrounding yourself with individuals who offer genuine respect and support. Recognizing passive-aggressive people and protecting yourself from their influence is one of the most valuable steps you can take for your peace of mind and personal growth. Never feel obligated to extend your time or energy to those who refuse to treat you with respect and reciprocity. So next time someone tries to drag you into unnecessary drama or exploits your kindness, remember you have the power to say no and walk away. If this video resonated with you, be sure to check out other videos on the screen now. Thanks for tuning in.